My guest today is Eran Efrat. Eran is a managing partner at VerDiesel Group, a green energy investment fund. VerDiesel Group develops and invests in projects in the biodiesel field. Main focus is raw material collection in Latin America and Asia, and trading or production in Europe. They're dealing with raw materials for biodiesel, heating, blending, cosmetics, animal feed, and more. Thanks a lot for coming to the Holdco Builder show, Eran.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
There is a lot going on. You have three sister companies, one in Italy, one in Netherlands, one in Argentina. Tell us, what exactly are you doing and what is the size of it, revenue, employees, if you can share?
Okay, so actually we have also Newco now in the Baltic area in Latvia. So this is a new company we established last year. We didn't update the website yet, but I will do it. So thank you for the reminder. I think the whole group is producing something like 1 billion in turnover. We established it back then in 2012. First investment arrived 2016. In Argentina, like you mentioned, we are focusing on collection of used cooking oil from restaurants. We fund Bios. Actually, this is the company of VerDiesel Argentina, and collecting used cooking oil from McDonald's, KFC, production of food, and so on. And of course, we sell it then to biodiesel industry. This is what we're doing in Argentina. We are covering north center area of Argentina. It's huge area actually to cover. And in Europe, we're doing mainly trading, but we also invest in projects in the field of biodiesel and biogas. In the Baltic area, we established a new company that actually doing the processing and the storage of feedstock that coming from Asia. Before it was Russia, but now with the sanctions, it's impossible. So we shift our activities to Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, Belarus. Also, we're still doing some Ukraine, of course. So we are touching almost all the sustainable feedstock for the energy sector.
So you're doing big things. I mean, when you're talking with a lot of young folks coming out from university, they want to get into e-commerce, maybe create a mobile app, buy something and then selling it and doing it in a small level. But what you do is you're in, if I can say, in a big boys league. How did you get started and how were the early days?
Okay, so I always wanted to be entrepreneur, but you mentioned university, you are not going to university and you can become entrepreneur. So you can study business for years, but it will not make you entrepreneur, of course. I studied law in Bologna University, finished the army back then in 2003, moved to Italy in 2004 because I really wanted to feel how it's to be or how it feels to live in outside Israel. I got my French passport back then. Then it's the European community started everything, and so you can move inside the European community to any country you want once you have European passport. And I decided Italy because I don't know, look like a nice country. Yeah, so moved to Bologna because I heard. Back then also internet was quite limited with information, but I understood from pieces of information online that Bologna is a student city and they have really good university. And yeah, so I arrived there, started to be actually barman in clubs, nightclubs, study law. So this is what I did for 4 years. Then I moved to Milan for my master. I think in 2010, when I met my partner for today, he's still my partner today, we tried to do something that will connect Italy and Israel. I mean, Italy, you don't have English. We know Italian very good. We have some background in law and we can do contracts and relationships between countries and so on. So we said, okay, let's bring some technologies, Israeli technologies, to Italy, maybe agriculture, maybe some high tech and so on. And everything we touched during those 3 years, failed immediately. I don't know, lack of experience, or really we just try to touch everything.
Okay, you and your partner,
Yeah,
you're in Italy.
yeah.
You know the language. What did you do? You started looking for opportunities in Italy, talking with suppliers. That do you need anything from Israel, or how was it? Maybe you can describe a bit
So
more.
my partner is a lawyer, and we know that big part of to establish company in Italy, if you're Israeli and you want to sell your technology. So of course you have the legal way. Then there is the culture way, that it's if you are Israeli, you can come, but it's you. Probably you will fail in some scams. And the idea was to pick companies that wanted to sell inside the Italian territory maybe, and to help them, to develop them. I start to visit some conventions like WOTEC, or any convention that shows Israeli companies with technologies that they want to sell overseas. Yeah, we touched many. It was wind turbine. We had even bicycle company back then that wanted to sell in Italy something, I don't know, equipment or something for bicycles. And we touched many things. Yeah, but none of it made progress. And yeah, until I think the point that everything turned was in 2012. I will give a short explanation why. Because we met with a company that they have technology for biodiesel, producing biodiesel. Just to explain to people that they are not from the industry, biodiesel started as food to energy. It means that you take oils that they can be addressed also for food, or they are food grade, and you use them for technology. Then after 2008, market crashed and food became expensive. And of course, you have 1 liter of soy oil or sunflower, you will sell it to food for, I don't know, $1, and not to biodiesel for 80 cents or 70 cents. So the whole market crashed, and then everyone started to try to find, let's say, technology or feedstock for biodiesel, because there was still big demand in the market. Biodiesel is mixed in the fossil diesel that everybody knows. At least 10% of every liter of fossil diesel is mixed with biodiesel to reduce the CO2. So there was big market, I don't know, 80 billion euros per year in Europe market. Now much bigger. And yeah, everybody tried to move from food to energy to waste to energy. And then the used cooking oil collection started to pop up, companies. We try to find technology for exactly for this market in this exact moment that will the company able to process hard feedstock or not food grade feedstock, not even feed grade feedstock, into biodiesel or biogas.
A little bit more about this period. How did you set up the contracts? Was it a partnership? Was it a commission? And overall, you said there were many failures along the way.
Yeah,
How did you cover your bills?
all of us, we still worked in our old, I did security in the airport for the Israeli and flight company Elan. This is how this is what I did for a living. My partner was a lawyer, still a lawyer, but with the time, shrink the quantity of time, the amount of time that he invests in the law firm to our business, of course. We didn't do contracts back then. We were focused more on trying to find the right joint venture. And then once you have something solid, then we said, okay, let's do some partnership. But from 2012 until 2016, there was nothing solid. It was always discussions, joint venture, to find the right company to implement the Israeli technology. That after some time we realized it's not doesn't even work properly for biodiesel, but it took us some time, 4 years. But we discussed with every first generation, let's call it, biodiesel company in Europe and in USA almost, and we told them, okay, we will give you technology that will allow you to move from food grade material to waste material for biodiesel. We will cover the tests. We will cover the conversion of the facility because you need to add some equipment, distillation, different kind of reactors and everything. And we said once we have okay from big company, that companies they made millions in the past and billions in the past. Once we have okay from them, we will go to the market. We will try to find investment because investor will say, okay, I will test the technology. Let's do a pilot plant. If everything is okay, I have here investment in one of the biggest biodiesel companies in Europe that made billions in the 90s and starting of the 2020 and then until 2008. We discussed with many investment funds. We found many investors, but it was never, we always blocked because of something. I don't know, let's do the pilot plan for 1 year, or 2 years, not 1 year. We don't have enough money to support it and many other things. Of course, biodiesel back then was something that a lot of companies didn't want even to do. They prefer to close or they go bankrupt and not to make a new adventure. So yeah, I think something like 4 years we check the market and no success.
Maybe some stories from you on how did you get in front of the right people?
The people or the right people for joint ventures, I must say that that's the big work my partner did, and he called them. And he lied to them actually because he said, okay, we are Israeli company with technology that no one has that will change the biodiesel. I'm saying it a little bit, but he is serious. He said, okay, my name is Matteo Maiocchi. I'm a lawyer in this firm. I represent this company. They have this technology. I know you produce biodiesel. We will invest. You have zero risk package. Let us try, or let's meet to discuss. And then you need to convince them to do it. But we did it with 20 or 25 companies all over the world. So, I mean, it was a period that maybe today no one will answer you, but it was a period that you have market outside. Your technology cannot support it. You need to change. You have no idea what your competitors doing in this moment. Maybe they are speaking with others. Maybe they have technology. Maybe they don't have. So you have a market of 80 billion outside that you want to be part of, but you don't have the technology. So everybody's starting to look for technology. And we came and we said, okay, we have one. This is enzymatic technology. It's green. It works. We test it. We choose you. So let's try. I will put the money. I didn't have the money, so I couldn't even invest. But I told them, we will find the money. We will give you the technology. We are choosing you because you are big, because you have experience, because you have facility. If I will show you photos of biodiesel facility, it's huge. If someone knows, I don't know, petrochemical industry, so you see these big facilities that's producing millions of tons per year of fuel. This is, you come, you have nothing. I mean, they can run your name on Google, they will find zero. So yeah, this is how we started, and luckily they picked the phone or replied to the email. We have some that never replied till today, but I think we had in every country in Europe almost 1 or 2 big players that discuss with us seriously.
Okay. Do you have any moments or a specific contract which changed the game for you, gave you the confidence, gave you that, okay, we are on the right track and this actually can be a big business what we're doing here?
I think until 2016 that I thought that our path is to be biodiesel producers, and then we changed. But until 2016 that we tried to become biodiesel producers, I think every meeting or every progress that we did with potential partner, we learned a lot. We gained more experience. This is actually what gave me the experience to be what we are doing now, or what we became. because we fail, of course, but we learned so much from people that are in the industry 30 and 40 years and control the market. Because of course you are doing progress, you exchange Excels, you have hundreds of hours of meetings that you discuss every detail. And I think from every progress that I thought this is end of the world because we couldn't do what we wanted back then to become biodiesel producers with them, we learned so much. And that's after 2 weeks or 3 weeks of really, okay, I don't want to do it anymore. It doesn't work. I don't want to touch it anymore. We said, okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. And I think if some young entrepreneur hearing us now, this is what you need to know. It's very easy. It's not, simple. And probably they heard it 1,000 times. Don't stop trying because you gain so much experience from the moment you fail that you cannot compare it to what I see today of experience that I have the money and it's not a problem and I'm coming in a strong position. I'm the investor. I can decide, I have time. I don't need to close it today. Let's speak next week. And when you are trying to develop something that this is maybe your dream or it's gonna be your day job, let's call it like that, or you're gonna deal with that for the whole your life. You will keep doing it. Try to understand why it's failed and try to fix it. And if I'm thinking about the meetings we did, every meeting we did, we improved so much with our experience and knowledge. We were secure in ourselves that we can do it. And if I compare the first meeting that we had no idea what we're talking about to the last meeting that actually lead us to our investor and to the first investment we raised, that's crazy because it was long way of that we failed every time.
How do you see these days? You're now the industry expert. You said you have the capital, opportunities are coming to you. Do you still see the same hunger, perseverance from younger folks to following up with you, sending you another message, maybe coming to meet to you? Do you still see that, or comparing when you were going through this, it was different?
It's not a high-tech industry, not cyber that a lot of, if I'm speaking as Israeli, that we have a lot of young folks going out from the IDF and they have knowledge that they can work directly in the big firm, a big high-tech company. So they don't do the path we did. So our industry, it's low-tech, and in low-tech, most of the young, let's call it young generation that wants to enter, they're going to work to Shell or the BP or the big oil companies in some nice office with nice salary in the beginning, 9 to 5. They can, they have some pressure, but not as entrepreneur. I don't see much entrepreneurs in the market because you need a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. It's really now became a game of big players. So you need a lot of money, you need a lot of connections, it's taking time, but it's, we are the old generation, let's call it. It's, you always have someone that will replace you. So, but we are not technology, or we don't have enough technology to attract, in my opinion, the young generation. In a way that today you need only to be good in sales in this market, or to have the possibility to sell project or to find investment, and not to create any product or technology or something. So it's a little bit market of old guys.
But is it more lack of money, lack of funding, or lack of ideas, lack of execution?
It's a market that moving very slow, changing very slow. You don't have much, I will call it demand, but it's not demand, but it's not no companies, they are not looking for technologies. They are buying small companies. They're doing, I don't know if you have company that wants some project of solar panels in south of Italy, you will buy them and then you have solar field. And yeah, that's what they're doing. This is the most, and the companies that dealing with technology, for example, in the solar panel or wind turbine, they are not in our market. They are selling technology. So it's not, for us, it's not green market player. It's technology company like SolarEdge or whatever, or Hyundai that's producing solar panels. So it's separate. We put our hands, inside the oil. We collect, we sell. We're doing a lot of logistics. So you see a lot of logistic company that coming to the market. A lot of companies, for example, some technology we see in the management of logistic softwares, and some technologies that helping to manage the logistic chain better, not via mail and telephone, but really online with all the things they can use, all the technology that can be used for logistic. But this is, and of course you need a lot of money. You need a lot of money, but every project or I don't know, let's say that I'm always saying it, to do trading, for example, when you trade tons and not kilos or grams, it's expensive, because for us, 25 or 100 or even 1,000 ton, it's like sample. It's like a test. And if material costs 500 to 1,000, make the calculation. This is the money you need. And the banks, they don't like to give credit line to companies like us because it's risky and blah, blah. So you need a lot of money. And yeah, that's why it's pushing out a lot of young entrepreneurs that wanted to say, okay, I want to enter to the market to be a supplier or seller of feedstock.
What about the current partnership? It's you, it's Matteo. His background is law.
Yeah.
You have this charismatic personality. What is your strength and what do you bring on the table on this partnership?
I know how to sell, and I know this is what I'm doing or what I did since the beginning. I can actually be very good in mitigation. So when we have problems with clients or suppliers, I can speak with them, understand the situation, solve problems. Matteo is more on, let's call it like CFO of the company, and he does all the strategy, how to spend the money, where to spend the money. We speaking still every day, several times a day. We invest in other things as well. We have real estate investment that we do, investments that we do. We have now another company in medical equipment field that we invest in, epilepsy and Parkinson field that we invest, based in Israel, with amazing technology that we support. We do many stuff. I mean, we entered during the COVID to the green chemical industry. So we deal with bioethanol and biomethanol and I don't know, we have a list of 30 kinds of chemicals that for food, feed, energy that we are deal with. So yeah, I'm doing all the connections. I'm doing all the sales. I'm creating all the joint ventures. We did new joint venture now, like I mentioned before, in the Baltic, in Latvia. So I create this joint venture. I meet with the potential players that can be partnership with us, became partners. So this is what I'm doing. I'm the face of the company, speaking also with potential investors when we need. So this is almost everything.
How does your day-to-day look like these days?
Wow. Let's say that I'm working today at 10% capacity, well established in the market, and things running automatically. So if you don't need to create new channels, let's call it like that, or new partnerships or new joint ventures, you just need to coordinate. Coordination is just to see that everything works well, to solve problems, any kind. Keep the partnership, the joint ventures, update them, discuss with them, show them your face. It's important. We have partners in Argentina. We need to visit them. So we're going there. Back then, I visit Argentina monthly basis. It was crazy. So now it's twice a year, but you need to go there. If it's dinners with potential partners or with your partner, so you need to keep all this. And this is what I'm doing. It's more public relation than really, let's call it day by day job. But of course, the business development is something that doing itself automatically because everybody knows us in the market. If they need materials, they're coming to us. We are just checking that everything is in the right place.
Okay, you mentioned your strength to be solving problems. So maybe a little bit about handling setbacks. How do you navigate and overcome setbacks in business? For example, there is a certain problem or something that comes to mind. Some people maybe can't do it well. How is your approach on that?
I'm going quite fast on the personal side. So I'm working with people that I like and they gonna like me. Otherwise it will not work. I'm very transparent. Open, speaking directly, putting everything on the table. You need to be very, you cannot, let's say, you need to be honest. This is 100% of everything, probably. So I'm honest with them. I explain them. I show them numbers. Nothing is behind their back. It takes time. I have, for example, Russian partners that I think they needed something like 1 year to trust me. But after they trust you, then everything is easy. We have problems, we solve them. That's why all our joint ventures are like, it feels like part of the company. They are feeling like they are not employing, but they are partners of you. But partners, even if someone now will come to them and will give them very generous offer, they will refuse. And they will refuse because they said, no, I'm good with Eran. I trust him. We are friends. We are friends. This is important. I will tell you a nice story now that happened to us and actually, built my personality and name in the market. But our main shareholder that you saw him on the website, Robert, he built biodiesel facility in Germany, invested something like 50 million. The facility ran quite well. We were the main supplier of feedstock for this facility. That's why he invested back then in VerDiesel because he wanted someone that will take care of the supply of the feedstock. And in 2020 they bankrupt and left us debt of almost 4 million euros in cash, actually. So what we did back then, because we were a young company, or not young, but it was a mistake and I did it. We took feedstock from suppliers, we took the payment, let's say after 7 days, and we paid after 14. So we never had our cash flow. We used the cash flow of the suppliers. And we create a whole of 4 millions with any option to pay it back. Facility in Germany, if you want to sell it to cover the debts, take years. And I came to the suppliers. It was two main suppliers that still my suppliers today. And I told them, and that was start how we, let's say, that was beginning of our relationship. And I told them, I will pay you every cent, even if it will take me 100 years. I will not go bankrupt. This is the easiest solution. I will bankrupt as well. Then I don't need to pay it because I don't have. I will pay you. You will continue to supply the substock to me. I will sell it to someone else and I will cover the debts. And it took me less than 2 years to cover all of it, really, without taking salary out. It was a nightmare. But with a lot of creativity in the market, we covered everything. And in the last payment, I received an email from the owner of one of the companies, and he told me, you are crazy. I will never do that. You are crazy. You can go bankrupt, save 4 millions. And I told him, this is my name. It's not even money. I don't care. So today I'm in a level that, of course, everybody trusts me, and this is built pretty much our reputation in the market. Everybody heard about us, and now everybody wants to work with us and trust us. So yeah, this is one of the things that I sat at my home. I didn't slept even one night, I think, back then. And I said, this is my opportunity to build my reputation. If I can do it, let's try. I mean, you can. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy we did it.
I'm asking this because I don't know much about this industry. There are large amounts of goods moving around. How often do you guys look at the prices, discount the prices, raise the prices, negotiate the prices?
Okay, so green energy market, it's commodity market. It's coming prices starting in the fossil gas, and fossil fuel, of course, and then it's going to biodiesel, biogas, and so on. Used cooking oil, FFA, animal fat, any kinds of feedstock for biodiesel. It's a commodity market changing every day. So prices changing every day. You can decide to do contract with a fixed price or contract that price will change. We're checking the price every day. We have in chemicals, for example, it's prices are every quarter, so you have some time to be prepared. And our contracts with formula already. So formula means that the price that's gonna come out plus 10%. This is what I supply to you, so you keep your margin there, and it doesn't matter what the price will be because it's a formula. And we have clients that we're changing the price weekly basis, so we call it spot market. Let's say that you sell me something today, I'm gonna check the price of used cooking oil today. This is the price I will pay to you. Probably you will discount a little bit because I need to keep my margin. Otherwise, no one will buy it. And it depends how much hands along the way the material exchange, then depends what is the final price. But we are trying, or I must say that I'm quite proud that today we have only feedstock that coming from the point of origin. So we don't buy from any trading company or brokers or whatever. Everything coming immediately from the point of origin. Point of origin can be every company that produce food, like Cargill, or companies that producing oil, vegetable oil, or processing of meat. So we're buying the animal fat for biogas or for any other sector, or chemical companies that producing chemicals. Yeah, we're buying directly from the producer, sorry.
So when it comes to investment opportunities today, what size or what industry does it need to be that it would gain your attention, that, okay, I'm taking this half an hour to really get into this and give my idea of would I want to move forward or not?
So we are a little bit different investment fund because we are not trying to buy as much as we can companies or to make some, interesting portfolio, because we are not even thinking about IPO. I don't want to do IPO, even though we could already. We will invest in companies if it will give us new market or access to new market. For example, Kazakhstan. Now, because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, Russia was the second supplier of feedstock to the European market after China, and it stopped almost immediately. So you need to find different channels of feedstock. In Russia, of course, you cannot replace Russia. It's a huge country with a huge amount of quantities. But you can find several feedstock in a different places that they are always or also producing big quantities, like Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, this area, Uzbekistan. especially on oil, vegetable oil, technical vegetable oil market. So yeah, we moved to Kazakhstan. We built some company there. We invest money. We did joint venture with a local company. So we invest all the money that they need to become bigger and to control more and more quantities, because in the way it's everything starting and ending with money. Yeah, to give them better position in the market. And this is how we invest. It's not that, okay, every day we are looking for companies. Let's take this company. They will produce for us. I don't know what. If we want to enter to a new market, we will try to find boots on the ground and invest in company that they have boots on the ground. This is what we're doing.
You mentioned all those countries, Kazakhstan, Russia, Azerbaijan. Behind those countries are people, and people make the decisions, people make the connections. How small or big the circle really is when it comes to you entering into a new market and talking with those people, those decision makers?
In this industry, because you are transferring so big amounts of money, like I mentioned before, it can be you will transfer millions.
Mm-hmm.
The decision makers are the owner of the company. You can discuss a little bit with the sales manager, but when you need to move the mass quantities, you will discuss with the owner. This industry, born and raised in the agriculture sector. So families, companies that were family owned and moved to bigger companies, of course, because it started in the agriculture field. So of course you deal with farmers in the beginning. Now they became companies, but you're speaking always with the owner of the father of course, or the son of. And especially in Italy, it's market with 90% family business owned. So yeah, this is when you need to do the decisions. You discuss only owners.
So, how many languages do you speak personally?
Italian fluently, Hebrew, English, Spanish I can speak as well. I can understand some Dutch, not much. Yeah, but that's it. But I'm working with people that they can speak English, of course,
Mm-hmm.
or Italian. Once you find them and they are in a good position in the market, yeah, you hold them. But of course, there are also many brokers in these countries that you can use that they speak English, so they translate or to speak with companies that they don't know English. But today, everybody in this market, if you want to sell internationally, you speak English at least.
Okay. So how do you stay informed about the trends and opportunities in the market? You're in the market all the time, to reading the news.
First of all, you have already your chain. So
Mm-hmm.
if some company looking for some material, they sending you a request. Look, we need this kind of material in these quantities, this price, this period, and then you are working with your suppliers to see if you can match. You live in the market, so all the broker, just to understand, it's a company that's sitting everywhere in Europe. You have in every country. They calling end users and calling suppliers and trying to connect them and charging you €3 to €5 per ton of the deal. And I'm getting today more my office, but we get, I don't know, tens or hundreds of emails and messages via WhatsApp from brokers in Europe that they offer us materials, or offer us to finance some kind of deals, because you have a lot of companies that they cannot finance it. So if you finance and you are the owner of the material, then you resell it and then you make the margin. So yeah, you need to leave the market, but um, if you have your clients and it's of course you build your reputation and you have already the cycle. This is what I meant before about so that the business run automatically. We have long-term contracts in a way, so it works. You need to do a lot of fine tunings. along the way, but it's running automatically, and to create new possibilities. Just you open the market, you see what you have today, and you're trying to connect, because you know which kind of feedstock you have at this moment, and if you get something that matching, you immediately can sell it. So this is what we're doing daily basis.
A little bit about the mistakes. Have you made any?
Of course.
How did you recover, and what did you learn?
Um, so first of all, in this business, like I said before, it's a big money business, but we started also with small amounts in the beginning, of course. I learned not to send money based on documents. In the past, it was payment against documents, original documents. That means that the load already on the vessel, they cannot take it, they cannot touch it. It's already, let's say, to make an example, so the people can understand. Let's say that the vessel is DHL. You send me something. Once it's on the hands of DHL, I'm paying because I know, okay, can I take it back? It's on DHL hands, then it's coming to me. So I can pay once it's DHL collected, and from the other side, I cannot not to pay because otherwise DHL will not give it to me. So this is payment against documents. And in the beginning, like back then, 2016, 2017, it was quite popular in the market with China. And we sent some payments and we lost some money, copy of documents from something. And I don't know, they changed the documents. I realized that it's possible even to change the documents while the feedstock on the vessel, and many things that we learned. We trust many people, and we realized that once the situation getting worse and worse, they disappear. So you always need to understand that no one is friend of you, and it's business. It's question of money. And once the money is on the line, they will pick the money. Most of them, of course. That's why it was important for me to cover the debt we create, to show that it's not only business, it's personal. It's my reputation. But you're doing mistakes every day. I mean, you don't stop to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, means you doesn't work. There is no, you are not living, or I don't know what you're doing if you don't make mistakes, because it's a business. Every day you're taking decisions, you evaluating, and then you decide. But maybe the other decision was better. So, and I call it mistake if you didn't pick the right decision in this right moment. So we still doing mistakes, and we will continue to do.
So you're a sales guy, you're a relationships guy. How do you take care of those relationships? Because you just mentioned when money is involved, things can get bad. Have you become friends with some of your customers, or how has it been?
Yes. So to protect this kind of, okay, the money is on the online, and like I said before in the beginning, choosing to be more personal relationship. With more personal relationship, people maybe will hesitate to take the money before they can solve the matter. It's not always works, but in the end, you will stay with the people that they are also interested in the personal or on their reputation. So it's not always possible, but along the way, most of our joint ventures that we have today, I can say that they will pick the friendship and the relationship and not the money. Because, you think about it, okay, so they will pick the money now, but then their reputation is a problem, then you will not make business with them, so they lost potential partner or good one that maybe in this right moment they don't see it, or it's not producing them enough money, but maybe in the future. So they are keeping the relationship, and there are many relationships that became friendship, really. So we are friends, and we will trust each other, and we are working together, and everything is transparent, and we make money. But it's you need to have you need to have friendship in business. You need to have relationship. It's everything is relationship between people. So you need to keep it.
You're reasonably active on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's your valuable time. Does it help in business, or
No,
what is the
no.
purpose?
I said before that I'm working maybe with 10% capacity during the day. I really like nature, animals, and I
Hmm.
start on Twitter. Yeah, I was on Twitter since 2009, but never was, I don't know, involved in Twitter or really post something. And in 2023, I started to, to write some posts on animals. Um, and yeah, it's was get hot in the beginning, a lot of followers, and I saw it's getting hype. So I continue now. I also have a weekly basis writing on globes about animals. So yeah, I like it, and it's then the war came, and I did what I did with donations. So it's got this is a run with the helmets and ceramic plates, and also with the orca and lions and tigers and bears and whatever. So yeah, this is my personality there now. So I'm writing about things I like. I share some experience from my work because I like writing. It's in the end this is what all about. And yeah, so I'm sharing some experience things, some things that I like to bring out, to the people, show them. But yeah, I'm really peaceful user, not getting into politics and so on. So yeah, trying to.
I'd like to cover more about lions and tigers and nature, but I haven't. I'm not prepared for that today. So
It's
few
okay.
few few more questions
Yeah,
about the future of VerDiesel holding
yeah.
company. What is your vision for the next 5 to 10 years?
I really hope we will keep doing what we're doing now. Really, with the same numbers, I will be happy. I really hope that the war in Russia, Ukraine will end and we can continue to make business in Russia, because Russia, it's geopolitical situation is effect on the energy market hard. It's changing everything, or even cold conflict between China and US. In the energy sector, we like that everybody easy, in peace, silent, without crazy tweets, like Trump did in the past. So, what I see in the next 10 years is maybe entering more into hydrogen sector, more to solar sector that booming or already boomed, let's say, and we took some pieces from that, but not enough, in my opinion. But yeah, to enter into any sector that will be the future, and continue to do what we are doing now, because the waste of energy we are European leader in what we're doing. We're doing it, I think, quite good. So you always can expand, and you always can make the company bigger and bigger, but then you lose something. It's not yours. It's not personal. I don't like it. Then you are not the one that's speaking with the owners, when you are not the one that taking decisions. You are president or whatever, and you have quarterly meeting. I don't want it. I want to be, still the simple guy that manage everything from his iPhone, going to visit people, having dinner with them. It's important for me. This is what I like to do. So it will always stay with small mentality, or yeah, small company mentality. Even though the numbers are big.
So again, even though the numbers are big, do you plan to keep the company private or
Yeah,
IPO,
yeah.
or
No,
keeping
it will
it?
it will always stay private.
Would it give you advantages if you would IPO?
Yeah, of course, you have more money. You can make
Mm-hmm.
bigger projects. You can enter to different joint ventures with big players. But again, it's not your company. Then you need to take decision based on your based on the fact that you are a public company. You cannot deal with, I don't know, now with Belarus, or you cannot deal with this country because blah blah blah. And I don't want it. I want to be able to decide 100% of the decision of the company, even though I will lose big amount of possibilities and opportunities. But I can live with that.
Yes, I'm asking because I did a research on the Partners Group, the Swiss wealth management company, and they said they went public in early days because one to incentivize the employees that they have the stock option,
Yeah,
and number two, it really opened the gate to China because
sure.
being private, you can't really have those conversations. And once they were
Yes.
public, even though they were small in early days, small public company, it opened the doors and it
Yeah.
really helped them.
I must say that I'm using today the group also to make other things. I mean, we're getting the cash flow in investing in different sectors, like I said, if it's real estate or if it's what we're doing privately, Matteo and I, my Italian partner, in the medical equipment company. Maybe in the future you see you are blocked and okay, or you're going IPO or the company is starting to decrease in cash flow or in opportunities, or you arrive. When you are private, you have limit of how grow or your growth possibilities. So for now, we will not do it, and I hope I will not do it in the future as well.
What motivates you today?
I think in my level, I don't. I'm not doing things for money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing things when I create positive effect.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be, I want to do things that they are interesting and to be something that I said, okay, this is new. I like it. I want to wake up in the morning to do something that, fascinate me, create things that I never did in the past. Money, of course, it's important because it's a result of everything, and you see, okay, that was a good deal, so I'm making money. But to wake up in the morning and to create something and to see, I don't know, for example, the new company in Riga that we have moving vessels from the port of Riga to Denmark with the feedstock for biogas. And you see everything, all the discussions that we did after Russia stopped the supply with Kazakhstan and everything, and how we built the logistic chain because it's really far, the storage and the processing we're doing there and the cleaning of the material, and then to see the pipe that's running from the storage to the vessel, and then the vessel leaving, and you see everything via email, all the steps. This is what I like. I mean, this is what we create. It took us 1 year to create it, and then you see it running. And of course, the money is in the pipeline. You have, of course, the money, but in the end, but all the logistic and all the efforts and the commercial relationship and everything to create this is why I'm waking up in the morning.
So a little off-topic question. I wanted to ask it before. This industry, you have tons of partnerships going on.
Yeah.
Same on a company level. You partner with your main investor, who's the main shareholder. And has your opinion changed? I mean, a lot of young people, I'm starting my career in whatever industry. I want to do it all my own. I want to own 100% of the business. How is it for you? Has it changed in a way that it's better to own 10% of something super massive, or it's 100% of something small? How?
When you are starting, I'm always saying to entrepreneurs that speaking with me, give the equity if this is what will keep your company alive, even if you
Mm-hmm.
stay with 10%, because of course it's Better to stay with 10% from nothing than 100% of zero, of nothing, of zero. So, so of course, from my point of view, it was never how much equity I'm holding, but if I can express myself and to do what I like, means that I like to sell and to negotiate and to create relationships. When I saw that I can do it, I never thought about how much equity I have. If you are successful in this business with 5% of 100%, whatever, you will make a lot of money. And of course, you can take it now to IPO and you will hold, I don't know, 10% or 15% and you will be billionaire. Okay, well, not, I don't know, you will be quite rich, so no problem. But it's in the beginning when I started the business, I said, okay, if someone will invest in my company, even 5% for me, okay. Today, when I'm thinking that I need to bring another partner inside that will take not my equity, but part of my decisions, this is what blocking me to make or to make enter new investors. Actually, because I want to decide. I want to be free to decide.
Perfect. Well explained. I learned a lesson here. Few last questions.
Yeah.
How has entrepreneurship and building the VerDiesel Group changed your life and changed your family life? Because you said when you got started, you always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Now you are an entrepreneur. You're an important decision maker. How has it changed?
Big part of my success is thanks to my wife, of course, because she's there since the beginning. Entrepreneurs knowing the feeling, especially if they are married and they have kids to feed, but even not. I didn't have kids back then. But it's changing everything. All the house is around your company and around your things. You are traveling a lot. You are in bad mood most of the days. Everything affecting you personally because your company, if now it's crashed, you are done. But this is my dream. This is what I know. This is the only thing I can do. This is what you telling yourself. You need supporting family. They need to understand that you or all the house actually is living in roller coaster. This is what I'm always saying. You have the high moments that you made money and you're happy, and then you have a deal that crashed or it was not the same deal you thought it's gonna be. Then you have debts to cover, and then again, okay, you finish to cover the debts, and then it's always like that. I think it's come down when you have enough money or the company is solid to say, okay, I will not find myself on the street with my family, of course. So I'm okay. I can sleep at night. Okay, so I lost 1 million here or 2 millions there. Okay, I will make it next month. This is a situation when everything come down. This is also was the situation we decided to bring a child because I couldn't support financially, but also emotionally, a kid. In this situation, it was always crazy. You have projects in mind. You failed. Only my wife works. You are always in bad mood. Projects running. You think you're gonna be a millionaire. Then it's failed. Then it's crashed actually on your head, and then you need to rebuild it. I cannot put kid in this situation. At least myself, I don't have even the attention to take care of him, and of course financially cannot support him. So you're arriving to some situation, maybe people doing it after exit. This is, I guess, what they're feeling. I never wanted to make an exit. I like the company is mine. It's like my baby. I don't want to sell it. Once it will end to produce money, I will close it and I don't know, whatever, but I want it still alive. So yeah, you live it every moment, 24/7.
It's been good fun. Let's wrap up with a famous five. How old are you?
I'm 42.
Favorite book?
The Giving Tree.
Married, single, kids?
I have one kid, Eitan, married. Yeah.
What car do you drive?
I have EQE AMG 43, the electric version. Yeah.
What's the best investment advice you've ever got?
Don't trust anyone.
Where can people find you?
Twitter, of course. On our website, you can send an email. It will find the way. Yeah, and mainly on Twitter. I'm there.
Okay, Eran, thanks a lot, seriously, for
Thank
doing
you.
this. I really enjoyed this, and I was just super excited doing the research, reading about what you're building, reading about some of your views, what you do outside of business, scrolling Twitter, pictures with your family, with your small kid. I really enjoyed the 60 minutes. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate that.